World Hypertension Day was first inaugurated in May of 2005 and has since become an annual event. And the purpose of the day is to promote public awareness of hypertension and to encourage citizens of all countries to prevent and control this silent killer. And Andrea is here to take us through the topic, talk a bit more about it, because not many of us actually know what hypertension is. We hear it a lot.
No.
But what is it?
Hypertension refers to high blood pressure, and like you said, it's a silent killer. In other words, if your blood pressure is high,
Yes.
it's highly dangerous for your health, but they say it's a silent killer because there aren't real sort of symptoms to know that your blood pressure is high.
Yeah. Is it something that's very common in South Africa?
It's very common in South Africa, and it's on the increase for a number of reasons.
Yeah.
If you look at why people's blood pressure gets elevated, sometimes there are genetic factors, and in South Africa we've got, with our genetic sort of pool, a tendency for heart problems and high blood pressure.
Yes.
Other factors include stress. So if you stress...
I was about to ask about that. Stress is a big one.
Anybody that doesn't know what their blood pressure is should have it tested. It's a very simple test, non-invasive, it doesn't hurt at all. You can do it at most pharmacies and at your nearest clinics.
Yeah.
At least then you know whether it's low or normal or high.
Exactly. And then, like you said, then trying to decrease your stress. That's what you can do from a lifestyle point of view. But what do you do from a dietary point of view? How important a factor is diet in trying to control hypertension?
Well, diet really is part of the lifestyle approach. And talking about stress, it's so interesting. They show that exercise is one of the best stress release mechanisms or techniques. And while you're exercising, your blood pressure may be a bit elevated, but it reduces your average blood pressure. So somebody who suffers with blood pressure is often recommended to do moderate intensity exercise. So
Yes.
not high intensity workout in the gym necessarily, but walking or cycling or jogging.
Yeah.
Really good for blood pressure control.
So let's look at what you should eat more of
Okay.
in order to try and help to control hypertension.
That is the good news, because there are actually foods and nutrients that can actively help reduce blood pressure. But before we mention them, always ask the doctor first, because if your blood pressure is high, sometimes you need medication. And in that case, you can't rely on foods to be your medicine. They can definitely help and support, but if you need medication for your blood pressure, that's for your doctor to decide.
Yes, okay.
But here are the stars of the show, really. Parsley, garlic, and salmon.
Okay.
Garlic specifically has active blood pressure reducing properties, so you can incorporate it into your food. Parsley is also known to help with excretion of excess fluids in your body that can also increase your blood pressure, and that's why Vital makes a product called Vital Garlic and Parsley.
Yes.
So if you're not up to eating garlic and parsley every single day,
Yeah.
an easy solution is to pop a capsule. And then, you know, salmon is rich in omega-3 fats.
Yes, yes.
And they've shown, same as exercise, that a diet rich in omega-3 fats also tends to help to reduce blood pressure.
You know, when I have my fresh salmon at home, I like to slice it up into thin little slices and then have some soy sauce just to kind of dab it in a little bit. Is that okay to... You don't want super salty, but I'm
Yes.
figuring that soy sauce is
Oh,
the way to
absolutely.
go.
I'm a fan of sushi as well. I suppose that's where you dip your
Yes.
fish in soy sauce. Soy sauce typically contains loads of salt, so don't
Yes.
think it's a safe or healthy alternative to using salt. But where you've added extra flavour, like this is a chili flavoured soy sauce, you can see there it says 44% less sodium.
Yes.
So by adding lots of chili flavour or chili extract, you can reduce the salt content. This one is garlic, sesame and ginger flavour, where it's 60% less sodium. So if you do your shopping, always read the labels and look for the low sodium soy sauces.
Okay, so I think we got a bit of a brief of what we should eat. We've covered that basis. What about what we shouldn't eat or eat less of?
A brief reminder then, I think 2 dietary factors that can really spike one's blood pressure or elevate it include caffeine. So we've got a delicious cup of coffee there.
Oof, I've had 5 already this morning.
No, not 5.
I'm joking. Only 4.5.
So if your blood pressure is high, it's best to stay away from caffeinated beverages like coffee and cola. And then salt is something that can directly increase your blood pressure.
Yes.
So especially the salt grinder here, we all love using the grinder, but be mindful of the fact that if you grind the salt over your food, there's big crystals that fall on your food.
That's
so
true.
your average consumption of salt is a lot higher.
Ooh.
So if your blood pressure is high, then take it easy with the salt.
Indeed. Andrea, thank you very much. Okay, I'll push this cup of coffee away. I was feeling rather tempted to take another sip. But Andrea, thank you very much, and hopefully you at home have taken note and you adhere to what we spoke about here. And if you have more questions concerning hypertension or any other health-related questions, please feel free to ask them on Andrea's Facebook page, Andrea du Plessis, Vital Expert.
Vital Mini Rice Cakes, the better for you bite-sized snack, was voted Product of the Year for 2014.